Hello everyone. Today we will start with the second portion of the fifth module, that is testing and verification. Now testing and verification name itself indicate that we are testing the silicon chips or verifying the silicon chips. So first portion of this module is already over, that is memory portion. Now this is the second portion of the fifth module. Okay. Now testing. So test falls into three main categories. The first category is called functionality test or logic verification. Second category is called silicon debug. Third category is called manufacturing test. In the first category, the first set of test verifies that the chip performs its intended function. These tests are run before tape out to verify the functionality of the circuit and are called functionality test or logic verification. That is, now the testing is done before the manufacturing of the chips. Now, before the physical manufacturing of the chip, we are checking the chip using any tool whether that chip design is working properly or not. That is called functionality test or logic verification. In the second set of tests are run on the first batch of chips that return from the fabrication. Now, in the second set, that is called silicon debug, here when the first batch of the chip are come out from the fabrication, we are working on that. We are verifying or we are testing that first batch of the chip. Okay, whether these chips are working properly or not to find any fault in the chips. Okay, now that is called silicon debug. Now, for example, if we are manufacturing a microprocessor, a new microprocessor can be placed in a prototype motherboard to try to boot the operating system. Now, this is how we are performing the testing operation of the first set of chips. Okay, in the silicon debug, we need a highly creative detective work, because we can't see inside. After manufacturing a chip, we can't see inside the chip how it is done. Okay, so we need a highly creative workforce to detect, because the visibility is very less. To check that chips, we need very highly creative detective work. Okay, now this is the second level of testing. Now third level is called manufacturing test. That is, we are testing each individual chip before sending or delivering it to the customer. Before delivering chip to the customer, we are checking each individual okay. In third set, that is called manufacturing test. Okay, these tests are conducted on each manufactured chip before shipping to the customer to verify that the silicon is completely intact. Here we are checking every transistor, gate and storage element in the chip functions correctly. Okay, that is third level of testing. The first one is functionality test, that will be done before the manufacturing of the chip. That is called, other name is called logic verification. The second is called silicon debug, where the first batch of the chip is available. We are working on that. We are checking that one whether it is working properly or not. Third one is manufacturing test, where each individual chip is under test. Before shipping it to the customer, we are checking each individual chip. That is called manufacturing test. The testing a die can occur at the different levels: wafer level, packaged chip level, board level, system level, field level. Okay, these are the different level of testing. By detecting a malfunctioning chip early, the manufacturing cost can be kept low. If we find the fault in the chip early in the manufacturing, so we can reduce the manufacturing cost. That is, if we find the fault in the wafer level, the manufacturing cost will be $0.01 to $0.10. Okay, if we find the fault in the packaged chip level, that is, the manufacturing cost will be 0.10 to $1. Like that, if we find the mistake in the early stage of the manufacturing, then we can reduce the manufacturing cost. After the and everything is over, chip is fabricated, if you find the mistake in that, then you can't sell that to the customer. You have to repeat everything, you have to remanufacture the chip, so manufacturing cost will increase. Okay, so by detecting a malfunctioning chip early, the manufacturing cost can be kept low. Now next is logic verification principles. Now that is before manufacturing. Okay, logic verification, first one is test bench and harnesses, second one is regression testing, third one is version control, fourth one is bug tracking. The first one, test benches. Now you are familiar with this test bench, that is the code you have used in the HDL VHDL Verilog, which will be used to check the HDL codes. Okay, so verification, a verification test bench or harnesses is a piece of HDL code that is placed as a wrapper around a core piece of HDL. Okay, so here we are applying this workbench or test benches as a input to your code. Okay, so we generate some output and we are checking that output, we are comparing the output of HDL code with the standard one. Okay, what is that standard? That standard is nothing but we call it as a golden model. We are comparing our program. Okay, by using this test bench we are checking our program, we are applying this test bench as a input to the our model. Okay, and to, our model under test. Okay, and the output of this one will be compared with the expected data. So the expected data will be given by the golden model. Now here, now golden model means it is the model being designed in the high level language like C or MATLAB. So already we have a setup that is called a golden model, which gives the require or the expected data. Okay, that is called golden model. So we are comparing the output of our system, okay, with the golden model. Okay, that is workbench. Workbench is used to it's not workbench, that is test bench. So test bench is used to check the output of the HDL code or the our module. Next is regression testing. So regression testing, so high level language scripts are frequently used when running large test benches, especially for regression testing. The regression testing involves performing a suite of simulation to automatically verify that no functionality has inadvertently changed in a module or the set of modules. During a design, it is common practice to run a regression script every night after design activity have concluded to check that bug fixes or feature enhancement have not broken completed modules. So here regression testing means it is a repeated process that every day we are performing this regression testing. Like, so I have one module, I have designed one module to perform some operation. Okay, my VLSI module. Okay, so after some time I'm finding some during my designing I'm finding some mistakes, bugs in that. Okay, to fix that bugs I'm adding some codes, I'm removing some codes, I'm making some alterations. After the all these alterations, everything, so my program must be same, it should not change, the functionality should not change. To check this one, okay, nothing has been changed, to check this one we are doing regression testing. Okay, so every night we are performing this regression testing, okay, to check that all this bug fixing, the feature enhancement, everything has have not broken the completed module. The module will be same. To check our module we are using this regression testing. Next is version control. Now you are familiar with these versions, Windows version, Linux, Unix version. Whenever we are making some changes in the version, you have to maintain that. That is the version control. Okay. Next is bug tracking. So tracking of the bugs. Every software use their own bug tracking. Like your Linux, Unix, we are using this one, GNATS. Okay, which maintains the bug information of all the bugs. It will track the information. Now, what is the use of this bug tracking? In this system, each bug is entered and the location, nature, severity bugs are noted. So all the information of the bug, okay, will be stored in this bug tracking. So who discovered that bug and who is responsible to fix that bug, all the information will be there in the bug tracking software. Getting now understood? First one is testbench. It is a piece of code used to check your HDL. So output of your module will be compared with the golden module, okay, to find the any differences. Okay, your program will become output compared with the standard program, that will be that is called golden module. Now regression testing. So the bug fixing or any enhancement, any changes in the program, okay, must not change the actual performance, actual requirement or actual functionality. To check that one, we are using this regression testing every day. Okay, next version and next is bug tracking. It maintains all the information of the bug, when the location, the nature, severity of the bug, everything, who discovered the bug and who is responsible of fixing that bug, all the information will be there in the bug tracking.